Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this new video. I wanted to do a video about pros and cons that I have found in the last not even week of online school. So, if you guys aren't familiar with what's going on in this country, then I don't know where you have been, but just in short, in case it's not affecting you, at least here in the United States, if not throughout the world, there has been this big coronavirus going around. And yes, I am aware that it's a big deal. I'm not trying to say it's not a big deal or anything like that, because I understand that it is just hard. I understand that they're trying to keep us safe, closing everything down. Anywho, I'm trying not to think about it. I already had a cry about it earlier, so I'm not thinking about it. But pros and cons of online school. And yes, most of the colleges have decided to move to online through at least the end of some for the end of the school year, some through their spring break. So, okay, so I have my list here, and I just want to say that this is just stuff that I've just noticed in the last few days. Maybe if I had a whole, semester with doing online school or something, I wouldn't have these issues because it would be my normal. But because this isn't my normal, and I honestly don't think I could learn this way, this is just what I've noticed in a few days. Maybe I will do another video later on in the week when it's actually been a full week of school and stuff. But really quick, before I get into this video, I do want to give an update on this virus that is going around. Everyone that I know is still safe, but we're just shocked that everything is closing and everyone is freaking out over toilet paper. Also, my young adults group unfortunately closed through the end of the month, so I don't even have that to look forward to, and that's one of the things that I was looking forward to doing this week. And one of my friends isn't gonna come up to visit because she hasn't been feeling good, and she didn't realize that this pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it, of this virus is essentially in every city, and that every city is essentially shutting down. So she didn't realize that at the time. So she mentioned that sister's gonna do party for one of her nieces the 11th of April or something like that. So maybe that weekend, I talked to her, but maybe that weekend she'll come up and I can hang out with her. I'm probably gonna go over to my parents' house for maybe. I'll have to talk to them. But I'm thinking about going over to my parents' house to get change of scenery and new environment, and maybe not so much overwhelmed. Probably this weekend. For probably at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. I probably won't do longer than 2 weeks. And then I'll come back over here for a little bit. And then hopefully things will be back to normal at that point. So, yeah, but going back to my pros and cons list though, I finally wrote everything out. So again, these are just what I've noticed. So yeah, so I guess one pro is that you can do your work in your pajamas, essentially, unless you need a video chat with someone about the schoolwork. Essentially, you could be in your underwear. You don't even have to wear clothes if you don't want to. I mean, again, it really depends on how the teachers are gonna do the work. If they're gonna do like a video conference thing and like video phone in, then obviously you'll need to at least be in at least your pajamas or at least a t-shirt, because I don't think they're really gonna see the bottom half of you. So yeah, but you can still do your work in your pajamas though. So yeah. Another pro, unless again it's the whole time, is just, video calls after calls with teachers. Essentially what you can do is you can take multiple breaks. That's what I've found. So I've been taking, obviously you can wake up and you don't even have to start doing work until like noon if you don't want to. Like, I woke up, I didn't even do work, I think, until like 11, actually later than that, but I did, essentially after lunch I started, and then, might have even been later than that, but I didn't start until like 2, and then worked until like 3, took a little bit of a break, filled everyone in on what happened, tried to go back to it, and I got really overwhelmed. So that's the good thing, is you could essentially be done for the day after like an hour instead of like 4 hours. So I'm probably gonna film this video and try to go back to it. But if you start, let's say at 7 a.m., you could essentially take a break at 8 to eat, obviously go to the bathroom. You can take another break to take a shower. You can take another break a few hours later to get a snack. You can take another break a few hours later to get lunch. So you can take a mental health break. Another pro is essentially you can do your work essentially anywhere. You can do your work at the library. You can do your work outside. You can do your work at a park, at a friend's house, on your roof, in your basement, like wherever you can essentially do it. So that is a pro. I haven't like left this house really, but I mean, if I really wanted to, I could like go in my front yard and do it. Also, you can honestly, if it's not super distracting, you can multitask more. I feel like I'm finding myself multitasking more being at home than I am in class, because I'm writing letters and I like need that like social interaction. I'm video chatting with, my friends, but I'm also making YouTube videos, so yeah. Another pro is that you can video chat, like I said, you can video chat your friends, and that's kind of been my social interaction since like Friday, is video chatting or just calling up friends and stuff or messaging them. But I honestly have been just needing like face to face, or just like call up a friend and hope that they answer and actually hear another person on the phone. So yeah. Another good thing is, again, it really depends on how your school does it. If it's video conference you can't, but if it's just in front of a computer and you're taking like a break, honestly you could probably take a nap too if you really need to. It honestly depends. I mean, during something like this coronavirus, you could do that, but if you're in like actual like homeschool or online school, I know that you have to work, do I think X amount of work from your computer. But I think if you have like, obviously if you have medical reasons, then you could probably still take a nap. I don't really know how it works. I've been in public school most of my life. Actually, my whole life. So another thing is that there's no drama, no rumors. There could still be some yelling. It honestly depends on how your family and friends, people who you're surrounding yourself are about yelling, and there's not really like any like fighting over like, no, pencils, water bottles. Like, you're not hearing anyone ask like, can I have a pencil? Like, what's your favorite color? Like, you're not getting like physical fights, but you can still get like cyberbullying and stuff. I've noticed a little bit less sensory issues because I could essentially turn off a light, leave a room. So, yeah. Again, unless it's too distracting, you could essentially listen to music, but with mine, it has like audio, like video, like explaining and like a slideshow with like a voice over on like how you're supposed to do it. So you can't really listen to a video and listen to music at the same time. So, yeah. Another big part that I've noticed is that you know when you need to take a break and you know when you can stop for the day. So if you start at 7th Century, you can be done at noon. You can be done at 3 o'clock if you wanted to. Also, another good thing, again, it would really depend on like how they do it. But with how my school's doing it, by doing it like over the computers and stuff, is that you don't need to like report to a teacher and be like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and anything. Obviously, if you're talking with one of your classmates or something and you're doing like a group assignment, then yeah, you will, but other than that, you really don't. The cons, unfortunately, I know there was this case of a little boy from a YouTube video that I watched who got in trouble at school just because he was high-fiving his friends. So unfortunately, because of this virus, they don't want you having any physical interaction. No, I don't even think you could fist bump. Like, no high fives, no fist bumps with not even your friends. So I feel like that's like the only like con is that you can't give hugs and you can't give like just gentle, friendly touch. You don't really have that social interaction with a teacher unless you like video chat or something. Honestly, I feel like I'm having more social interaction with my friends, but you could also though have little to no interaction with your friends, especially during this coronavirus right now. They're basically telling you avoid large crowds of X amount of people. I've heard anywhere from like 10 to 250. So it really depends on where you are. The biggest thing is I don't know how clubs or sports would work, but right now it's mainly because everything is closed because of this virus. I also know that there's not really, like, unless you go and seek out, like, counseling or something, there's really no, like, you can't, like, really walk to a counselor and sit face to face with a counselor. So, I've noticed a little bit more of, like, meltdowns and getting overwhelmed. I've also had a little bit of, like, crying and, like, missing people. And I think that's because I didn't realize this until that, but apparently I'm striving for interaction and person-to-person contact, which I find that weird, but it's true. So, yeah, so, anywho, that is gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna go try to video chat a few of my friends and see how they're doing. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below a friendly comment, subscribe to my channel if you are new, click that notification button to my videos we have fun, family, and anyone that may direct. Have a great day, night, or whatever you're watching this. You are worth it. Keep moving forward. So remember, you are valued, you are loved, you are worth every ounce of your being. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And I will see you in my next video.